Following news tonight at 10, dozens of Hinton residents packed City Hall to voice their opinion about potential construction on a major roadway. Tonight, the Iowa Department of Transportation held a public hearing to receive input on a proposed project on U.S. Highway 75 in Hinton, Iowa. The project would reconstruct a little more than half a mile of Highway 75 to create a divided 4-lane section throughout Hinton instead of the division ending as it does now just north and south of town. The new project would create left turning lanes on the highway at the Main Street and County Road C60 intersection. They also proposed a northbound right turn lane to accommodate traffic turning at the train crossing. Now, overall, the DOT says the main goal of the project is to help improve traffic safety and highway operations. As you can see, it was a packed house. Project developers say they're still in the planning process.
There are impacts that the proposed alternative has, and so we want to hear from people, and there may be some impacts that we haven't discovered or aren't thinking of. So it really truly is public input is what we're still looking for to make sure that we move forward doing the right thing here.
Developers say the current proposed project would impact 2 historic buildings along Hinton's Main Street, the old Bank of Hinton and a hardware store.
They've been looked at extensively the past couple of years. What we can do, we considered moving them. Ultimately, it was decided that they weren't going to be able to, it didn't make sense for us to move those. So we've been working with SHPO, the State Historical Preservation Office, as well as the federal government on what our options are there.
All right, so the next step after receiving public input is for the developers to create an initial design, completing the environmental assessment, and developing a final design. The Iowa DOT says it will collect feedback through July 31st. To take a look at the project details or contact the Iowa DOT to voice your input, you can visit the story. We'll link you to the information on KTIV.com.